Hi, Reverend Dominic here, and welcome to this conclusion of these Thursday video postings. This series began just after Ash Wednesday and continued through the season of Lent each Thursday to prepare us for the coming worship service and the calls to worship during the worship services during Lent. And our Lenten journey is now over for this year, and we've celebrated the resurrection at Easter. And what a contrast! What a contrast, right? Lent is a much more somber time of year, and it should be. It should be. It represents an acknowledgement that life is tough sometimes, and we don't always have our faith life all figured out. Lent is filled with dark colors and muted tones. Easter, though, by contrast, is full of bright colors, and we crank up the volume on our faith to say yes once again to God, who comes to us to proclaim once again the truth, the powerful truth, that life is stronger than death. It really is a season of joy, and we need that, don't we? We need that season of joy. We need to be reminded that the troubles we face, whether it's because of this ongoing pandemic or problems with our job or our relationships or our health, whatever the problems we face, they are lived out in the context of Easter morning. They're lived out by us as followers of the one who overcame what it is we are facing, who overcame even death itself. The stone is rolled away from his tomb, and he is alive again. Now, it may not always feel like that. It may feel sometimes like the stone is still firmly in place in your life right now, and that's real, and I get that. And feeling that way doesn't cancel out the power of Easter. It doesn't mean that you're any less of a Christian if you're facing a tough time right now when you're supposed to be celebrating. Tough times come. They always have, and they always will. But the power of Easter is that each one of those battles has already been fought and God has already won. And that means you have too. So think about that for a second. It doesn't mean that what you're facing isn't real. It doesn't mean that what you're facing isn't difficult, because it is. But it does mean that you have already gotten through it. You've already gotten through it. You just don't realize it yet. You've gotten through it because Christ has gotten through it, and you belong to him through the love of God. So you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay because of Easter. The same goes for this world. We've lost our way on so many levels, but we are Easter people. We're Easter people. We're in the world, but not of the world, and we will work with Christ as our guide to bring about resurrection for this broken and battered world that we live in. And we'll do it with confidence, and we'll do it with joy. So good news is here. Good news belongs to you. Happy Easter, and we'll catch up again soon.